Hey everyone, Techne here finally with the top 5 $50 gaming headsets. Well, this time it's going to be 50 to 60 because there's some really shining point $60 headsets out there. Before we dive deeper into this video and what we're going to be doing here, I got to give a shout out to our sponsor of this video, and that is going to be the Techne and his merch. Stinking cozy shirts, stinking cozy mugs. I mean, have you ever used a stinking cozy mug? I bet you haven't, but you can get one and you can try it, and it's cozy. It just fits in the hand perfect. Like, look at that. Just wraps around the fingers. Pfft, stinking cozy right there. So anyways, as far as the headsets, what we're going to be doing is the exact same format as we did in the previous top $50 headsets. So why isn't this video the top $50 headsets as well? Number one, I feel like at $10, we've really opened up some really awesome headsets here. We do have some $50 headsets in there as well, 50 to 60, obviously, you know. But as far as base 50, when I was going through it and kind of gathering my headsets for my test and kind of roundup, they all ended up being the same as the original 50. So again, I didn't want to repeat that. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. I'll plug it at the end, leave the link down in the descriptions, whatever. Because as far as base $50 headsets, and some of them you can find for like $39 these days, I'll link that video there, and I still stand by and put my name all over those headsets. But these ones today are completely different, and again, range from $50 to $60. And some of the ones that are $60, as far as at $10 extra, really shine. And again, we're going to do the exact same format. We're going to talk about the headset, kind of bring it out, and then whenever I'm actually talking about specs and features, build, comfort of the headset, I will be using that mic on the headset. So again, whenever we're talking and showing the headset, you will be hearing the mic from that headset, not my mic. Now, as far as all these headsets in this video, I had two requirements for them to get placed into here. Number one, every headset has to work on every single platform, and it has to perform well in every variety of game, whether it be a competitive first-person shooter where we're focusing on footsteps, and then also an immersive story game right there. And again, going back to talking about it on every single platform, I tested these. I pulled them out again, used them all, and tested them. I didn't just revert back to my old videos and say, let me repeat this. Pulled them out, tested them, and we're going to talk about them. And I used them on the Mac, the PS4, the Xbox, PC, and mobile, and the Nintendo Switch. So again, every single headset works on all those devices, and I extensively tested them on every single device. Let's get into them. Recon 200s, number 5 right here. These guys come in at MSRP of $59.99. Now they're using 40mm drivers with a frequency range of 20 to 20. So when you combine that frequency range with the smaller driver, these guys are also amplified. So jumping ahead here, you do have to charge them, but let me tell you what, these things are stinking loud and punchy and crisp. Great for every game again. Speaking about that, look on the back left ear cup, you have your volume wheel. Right below that, you have your mic monitoring wheel, which you can crank up and you hear yourself talking into the microphone, crank it down and it just goes off, right? Now, right below that, you're going to see a PS4 and Xbox switch right there. Kind of like your power switch, right? Now, I don't really know the difference of that because on PS4, you can still switch it to Xbox. Xbox, you know, which way, it doesn't matter. Now, what I've noticed is when you switch it to Xbox, it gets just a slight lower in volume. So I recommend you always keep it in PS4 mode, whichever. If you're on PC, Mac, whatever, flick it up to PS4 and it gets loud and crisp right there. It's also talking about them being amplified and that little power button. Yes, you do have to charge these guys. You got your little port right down there to charge, and that is for that amplifier right within there. I kind of went off that a little bit different there. I kind of jumped into the sound, but that's what really shines on the Recon 200s. I want to jump into why they're at number 5, and that is going to be the comfort. For me, at least. Comfort is personal preference big time. But the Recon 200s, on my head, they're tight. They definitely have a tight clamping force. I wear glasses all the time. I wouldn't say they hurt my glasses frames, but again, they are clearly pushing on my head. So I recommend these if you got like a smaller head. Maybe you're buying these for a kid or something like that with a smaller head. That's where these will really play in there. Now, if you're an adult with a bigger head or, you know, something like that, I guess, again, for me, they are tight. Now, the ear cushions are very plush. As you see, they sink in, mesh on the inside, pleather on the outside, so you lock in that sound, let them breathe a little bit right there. So again, the ear cushions are very nice, but the clamping force is clear as day, a tight clamping force. Build on this headset is good, pretty much plastic. You have the metal reinforced headband right there. I don't get nervous stretching them out, twisting them up or anything like that. They feel perfectly fine. This microphone, flip up to mute, flip down to active right there, and it's in place. So all in all, I really like this headset. Again, the only thing that puts it at number 5 for me is the comfort. It fits tight for me. If they fit loose on you, wow, you can just scoop these up right at number 1. All right, so right there at number 5, the Recon 200s. Let me tell you what, I love this headset. I have loved this headset, even from my base review almost a year ago, you know what I mean? Again, keep an eye out, especially with the holidays coming up, because you can always scoop these guys up much less than the MSRP. But at 60 bucks MSRP, I still think they're worth it. But again, Black Friday, you're gonna be able to find these for 30 bucks all day long, and what an absolute steal right there, you know what I mean? My one downfall is that it doesn't get that stinking cozy badge, you know what I mean? Again, for me, it's a little bit tight. Some people may say, oh, hey man, it's just because you got your hat on, a little bald head here, right? Even like this, it still presses a little bit there. Now the ear cushions, like I stated, are super soft and everything, but that clamping force, tad tight for me. But all in all, a great headset. All right, so now at number 4 is the Rocat Elo X Stereo. Now, one quick thing right here out of the gate, I can just tell by the graph on my microphone recording right here. Again, same volume and everything. This microphone is picking up a lot more, like definitely coming out louder right here. So anyways, again, we're connected by 3.5, same volume settings and everything right there. But again, Rocat Elo X Stereo. Really great headset here. This one, by the way, is coming in at $49.99, 50 bucks. Now, jumping into sound, I'm starting with sound rather than comfort on a lot of these headsets, right? Because I think that's, again, a shining point, again, at budget headsets here. These guys are actually using 50mm drivers, also with a frequency range of 20 to 20,000. Now, we're talking Rocat, right? And we just left Turtle Beach. And you just know Turtle Beach owns Rocat, you know, so it's kind of, I guess they got 2 placements in this video now that you think about it. Is that fair? But 2 great headsets, right? But they're quite different. Again, let's talk about these guys with 50mm drivers. The one we just talked about, 40mm drivers. Both of them with 20 to 20. Now, 50mm drivers, you can get a little bit more room for those drivers to move, right? So these guys are definitely a little bit more potent in the high range, your treble range, you know, right there. You still have bass, very crispy bass, not hard-hitting, shaking bass. Catch me right there, right? Again, it's not really full of, like, those thumpy footsteps, if you catch my drift. Like, you know, some games you can just be running, and it's just like, doo, 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 with all your footsteps. You're not going to get this right here. You get a really crisp, like, boot hitting the ground. You know what I mean? Heel toe, heel toe. So, really nice sound right there with these guys. Very crisp and detailed. I like that here. The comfort, jumping into the comfort of these guys, the ear cushions are okay. They're a little firmer than I would prefer. They're not like uncomfortable, but again, they're not super cozy. I love the headband here. As you can see, it has that give way, little flex headband. That's how you adjust them, actually. You don't pull the arm out or anything. It's just that headband, bam, slides down and really sits on your head. You don't feel it on top of your head at all. Clamping force, definitely right at a medium. Now, when you compile that medium clamping force with the ear cushions that are okay at best right there, you do feel them sitting on your head a little bit right there. Again, it's not like, ouch, let me get them off, but it's kind of like, I wish these were a little bit softer. You know what I mean? Comfort, again, personal preference, but that is the feel I get from them right here. Back of the ear cup, you have your volume mute and then your mic mute, and the microphone is detachable. 3.5 cable again, and the 3.5 cable is attached to the headset. You cannot remove it. But again, all in all, I really like the Elo headset here. The only downfall, and again, the only reason it's at number 4, is that comfort. Plenty of adjustability and movement in them. I think the one thing, maybe we can replace the ear cushions on these right here. The one thing would be the ear cushion replacement, and that's what puts them at number 4 for me. All right, so we had the Rocat Elo at number 4 right there. What an awesome headset. If any of you watched my review, the complete lineup of the Rocat Elo, I did the 7.1 to USB and then the Air, the wireless ones as well. I reviewed all of them right there. If you want to see more details on them, definitely go check it out. The one that won my recommendation out of all 3 of them was this guy. And again, I love this headset at 50 bucks right here. It's just girthy. It's a really nice headset. I love the headband. You know, again, the only thing... Yeah, the ear cushions do come off as well, so easy replacement right there, you know? So the only thing, downfall, would probably be those ear cushions for me. I wish they were a little softer, a little bit more plush, but an absolutely awesome headset at 50 bucks, especially, again, if you're playing, like, competitive games. It's really going to shine in that area for you. All right, so coming in at number 3 is the Corsair HS60 Pro surround gaming headset here. Now, some of you right off the bat might be saying, hey, dude, the HS60 Pros are 70 bucks or 80 bucks, $79.99 MSRP right there. And yes, they are. But let me tell you what, the reason I put this into this comparison right here, or this group of headsets, is you can always scoop this headset up for $49.99 on Amazon. Again, all links right down in the description. And I'm not saying that $49.99 just because the holiday season coming up right now.
I'm talking like even right now, this headset on Amazon is $49.99. I bought this headset for $49.99 through Amazon again right there. Jumping right into the sound, 50mm drivers, frequency range 20 to 20,000 right there, kind of like what we just saw. But these guys pack a little bit more punch than a Rocat Elu we saw there. A little bit more bass. Again, going 3.5 into every device right there. And it is so nice and crispy. Now, talking about it being surround. Yes, it is surrounded by the USB dongle. You can plug this into your PC, and you can actually adjust the EQ in there and everything. Dabble with your sound, and again, activate the 7.1 and everything. So really cool if you're on PC to have that type of adjustment in a $50 headset. I love it there. But again, going 3.5. By the way, this mic test is also 3.5 because I want to keep it fair across the board. How we've been doing every other headset and how we will do every other headset. But again, you can plug it into USB and adjust that stuff there. But jumping right back into that sound that I was just talking about, the 50, 20 to 20, just bass, 3.5, not even using USB. It is so nice across every single platform in style of play or listen. If you're doing productive work editing videos, if you're listening to music, any genre, if you're gaming, any style of game. Again, story, immersive right there, first person shooter, racing. It is great as far as the sound on all of them. Very nice bass, not ear shaking, rumbling, muddy bass, just a hard hit, full bass, if you catch my drift right there. The highs are really nice. The mids do its thing. Nothing gets muddy or anything. A fantastic sound here. So we're sounding like almost perfect with this headset. Like, again, you might be like, well, man, why the heck is this at number 3? And it's because it doesn't get that stinking cozy badge. The ear cushions are big. They're plush. My ears don't touch the drivers, right? They fit around my entire ear. They're not pinching me or anything. But talking about them being plush, they're plush to an extent, right? Like they don't sink into my head. I do feel them pressing on my head. They definitely have a light to medium clamping force, so it kind of makes up for a little bit there. But again, the ear cushions, I feel them sitting there, if you catch my drift, you know what I mean? And again, like I say with every headset here, that's personal preference. Maybe that's just me, but again, I feel them on my head. I don't feel them really like sinking on my head. I like my ear cushions to be like pillows. Now on the HS60 Pro, the headband also plenty soft. They got that stitching on there, which tightens it up a little bit. With the newer HS60 headsets, they removed that stitching. It kind of makes it a little bit more plush. But as far as the comfort, they're comfortable, but they're not stinking cozy. The build on these guys, though, wow, solid. Again, Corsair products in general, solid, right? You got these metal forks right there, no brackets going into the ear cups or anything. So if you set them down, you're good to go. You don't really have to worry about them. Now, if you set those brackets down constantly, again, you're using a wood desk, glass desk, you're going to ding it up there. So just be a little bit careful with this because, again, the brackets are within the ear cups, which is great for durability. But again, watch out for your surround. As you set it down, you're going to ding up your desk right there. But as far as the build on these guys, incredibly solid. And that's right with the mic that we're testing right here. It is detachable, comes with the included windscreen. Now, compared to the other two mics we just tested, this one does sound a little bit more high-pitched to me. It's definitely taking some P's and T's out for me. And I do have the windscreen on. Microphone's about 2 inches from my mouth right here. So again, I do hear that. But it's really cool. The microphone is detachable. Plug it up, bam, and then you'll never even see it there if you never use it. So all in all, that's the Corsair HS60 Pro.
All right, so right there at number 3, the Corsair HS60 Pro. What a stinking winner, you know what I mean? Again, the only thing that's knocking it down is we're not getting the stinking cozy badge, you know what I mean? But let me tell you what, out of all these, even those and the other ones we have coming up, I can tell you right now, this one, hands down, has the best build. This is going to last you some time, and again, be able to take it through some paces as far as, setting down, dropping, and just basic use. Again, even compared to the other, the 1 and 2 we got coming up right there, the sound on this guy, amazing. It's absolutely a blast using it across all the platforms in every genre of music, games, videos, whatever. It's absolutely awesome right here. And at that price, where you can scoop them up at $49.99, and again, they're always that price. That's not even counting Black Friday price. Heck, maybe you even get for cheaper, you know what I mean? But I love this headset. At that price right now, what a stinking deal.
All right, so now jumping into number 2 is the Razer Black Shark V2X gaming headset right here. And this headset comes in at $59.99. This is one of the $60 headsets. And number 1, we're going to go back to the original format here. We're going to jump into comfort. These ear cushions are thick, they are big, they are deep, and they are plush, and they are stinking cozy. I love these ear cushions. Sports material that's touching your face right there. Then you got the pleather lining to lock in that sound. Now your ears still do get a little bit spicy since you got that pleather lock in there. But again, with that sports material touching against your face, it just balances out. It's really nice. Locks in that sound. breathable, and comfortable there. Going right into the headband. Very nice and plush and very cozy as well. The comfort on these guys is top notch. And that brings me right into the build, because the build plays a lot into comfort of this headset. It's a very lightweight headset, which is fantastic for long game sessions. So again, kind of take that lightweight and the ear cushions right there, combine it together. I'm sure you can kind of feel me right there. By the way, the clamp force on this guy is light to medium. Maybe I'd put it right there, light to medium right there, you know what I mean? It doesn't fall off your head if you start shaking or anything like that, but it's just perfect, again, for long sessions. But also going into the build, as far as that lightweight right there. As you can see, you got these little tiny metal arms going from the cups into the headband, and that's how you adjust it, actually. You can pull them in and out right there. I mean, they hold their position. They're not sliding around on you by any means, and you can also kind of twist them in and out. It doesn't have like that traditional swivel like we see in a lot of headsets, but you can work some swivel with these guys, and again, they conform to any head shape. You don't got any pressure up on your jawbone, no pressure behind your head or lower your ears or anything. Again, it's balanced out perfect with the lightweight, the adjustability and everything works out really, really good on this headset. And again, they get 100% stinking cozy badge. Now going into kind of like aesthetics and I guess a little bit more of the build, as you can see, you got the wire going from ear cup to headband, and then your 3.5 is attached right there. The cables feel a little on the chintzy side. I don't think that's really going to affect us. You know, they don't really tug or anything. The 3.5 is also attached right there, so you accidentally rip that, then you're going to be out of luck. But the cables are a little smaller than what we see on some other headsets right there. But again, my biggest gripe, I don't like how they're green. I understand Razer is green, but I don't like the green. Personal preference, right? Going into the ear cup here, that's pretty cool as far as the style design. It's got like a little textured, matte textured design, right? Kind of what you'd expect in like a keyboard PBT keycap, or say like a gaming mouse, or some, I guess, Razer gaming mice, right? So it's really cool. Why I say that is it doesn't attract fingerprints. I mean, you're taking your headset on and off. You know, some headsets can start looking pretty ugly and grimy after a while, sweat and grease, right? These guys don't pick up any of that. Really cool. Now, also on this headset, on the back, you have your mute button for your microphone, and you have this nice big volume wheel. I love this thing. Nice little tactile bump in the middle, let you know you're halfway right there, but really nice, and you can really decipher that volume wheel. Bam, right on the side. Now the microphone we're using is attached. It stays attached, and it does include this windscreen. Very big, nice microphone, very clear. Probably the best microphone we have listened to yet right here. Again, when we wrap all that up, that comfort, the microphone, the build might be the one thing you'd have to watch out for. It's not bad, but again, just, you know, play it safe with your stuff, you know. I've never broken any headset, but again, I'd prefer that lightweight headset combined with that comfort than a big bulky one. The sound on these guys are so good. They're using 50mm drivers with a frequency range of 12 to 28,000. Now, when I mention this frequency range, guys, when I say the lower number, that's going to be like your low end, your bass. The higher number is going to be your high end or your highs. With these guys being 12 to 28, let me tell you what, they really bring out that detail. They expand that bass a little bit. And by the way, this headset does definitely bring out the bass a little bit more than some of the other headsets we talked about. Now, again, it's not ear shaking, rumbly, or muddy bass. It's definitely a more full bass than some of the others. When it hits, you know what I mean? But you have that higher range of 28,000 of the treble really bringing it out for you right there. But again, there is a little bit more bass in this guy. So I really like this. So definitely immersive for a nice story game. You know what I mean? Very nice for competitive games as well. But say like Rainbow Six was one of the games that really stood out to me on this. So where you're hearing your enemies walking above you, below you, whatever around you, you hear their footsteps clear as day. But say, for example, if you're throwing up a wall, right? When your little barriers or whatever you call it, that kind of dominated the sound during that time, which that happens in a lot of headsets, you know, it's just right in front of you. That's what's going on. But again, the biggest thing on this headset, when you combine all that right there, that comfort's fantastic. That sound is great. The build is the only thing that would maybe set me back a little bit. But all in all, I love this headset. All right, so I'm starting to get a little lose my voice here a little bit talking through all these headsets. I got to go get me a drink to kind of, you know, wet my palate here. I just got done filming another video before this one, but whew. All right, bear with me here, right? So anyways, Razer Black Shark V2X. As I just stated through that right there, I love this headset. You combine all that together right there, what an awesome headset. I just love it. Now, again, that one thing is that build right there. But, I mean, heck, be careful with your stuff. Who's going to stretch a headset out there? Probably nobody but me, and that's why I'm here doing these tests so you can see it makes it through, you know, let you know what not to do with it. At $60, I really like this headset. Again, keep an eye out during the holiday season. If you can find this for less than $60, you got a complete win. At $60, I still recommend it all day long, you know what I mean?
Awesome headset here. All right, so let's dive into number one. The winner of this complete lineup here is the Cooler Master MH630 gaming headset. And as you can see, number one, this is one stinking good headset here. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to start right with comfort on this thing because it is stinking cozy, plush, thick, big ear cushions here. I'm not getting pinched. My ears aren't touching the drivers. The ear cushions are breathable. They have that nice sports mesh material right there. They are so plush and so cozy for long game sessions or anything like that. They are so nice. Going right into the headband, same material, big and plush right there. Again, they sit on your head perfectly. So nice. Plenty of adjustability as well. Ear cushions go in and out. Plenty of swivel here. They adjust by the traditional clicky arm right there. So again, tons of adjustment on these guys. And again, you kind of combine, again, the ear pads, the cushions right there, the adjustability, so cozy. Definitely right at, I'd probably put it at a medium clamping force, to be honest with you right there. But you take the medium clamping force, again, with those ear cushions and everything, it's just perfect. It's just sitting on your head. It's not bothering you. You're not getting any pressure points. It's not heavy or anything like that. And that goes right along with the build. Majority of this headset is plastic, as we're going to see in this price range with, again, the other headsets we looked at as well. But this is solid. I'm not getting worried about this guy. Twist it up, bend it, whatever. I really just don't get worried with this headset. Very solid build here. Now, diving into the actual sound of this headset. This is such another shining point right here. Again, that comfort and build, top notch right there. Diving into the sound of this guy. 50mm drivers, frequency range of 15 to 25. So again, we're coming right on that tail end of that Razer Blackshark V2 right there, getting a high frequency right here. And let me tell you what, these guys are tuned fantastic. You have bass, you have mids, you have highs, and everything is performing how it should right there. And it is crisp, it is punchy, it is detailed. Nothing is drowning out each other right there. I'd probably bring this close to like headphones. That's how good this sounds. That's nice from a gaming headset, you know. Microphone that we're talking into right here is pretty darn good as well. I think a windscreen will really bring it around, but I believe the microphone on this is top notch as well. Again, slap it like $1 windscreen on it and you'll be perfect, you know. It's also detachable, little door right there, and you can take it off. Talking about detachable, the 3.5 on this is detachable. So I think the only other one in this lineup was, if I'm not mistaken, the Corsair with the detachable 3.5, which is really nice because, again, if something happens to it, you want to be able to replace it. You don't want your 3.5 to go bad on you, then your whole headset's kaputs, you know? So really nice that you can actually change that out right here. I don't like the purple on this headset. I just don't. It's minimal. It's just on that ring. Grab a Sharpie or a little paint mark or whatever and paint around it if you don't like the purple. That's what I say. Again, it's a nitpicky gripe. But hey, it's my opinion, and I don't like the purple on it right there. So again, just cover it up if you want, and you are all set. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this already. This headset is $60, $59.99 MSRP. But right now, as me filming this video, and pretty much all the time lately, I've seen it like this for about 3-4 months now, this headset comes in at $49.99, right? That's not even counting Black Friday sales or anything. So I already recommend it at the $60, complete win right here. But at the $50 right now, like, I would scoop it up right now at $50. I wouldn't even say, oh, hey, let me see what happens during Black Friday. That's how good this headset is. You're going to absolutely love it, and you're getting your money's worth like you truly are. It is that good from the comfort, the build, and the sound. Definitely takes our number one spot easily. All right, so number one, the Cooler Master MH630 headset. What an awesome headset. It checks just about every box. The purple, I don't like it. Easy fix, right? Quick little marker around it, and we're done, you know? I love this headset. From the comfort to the build, I can't recommend this headset enough. It is so stinking good. Out of the box, like, again, talking $50, like, it just shocks me. This feels like a $70 headset. It's that good. And then when you put it on and actually feel the comfort and listen to the sound on whatever device or game you're playing, you're like, wow, what the heck was I missing? You know what I mean? I mean, again, this MH630 takes an easy number one here. All right, so there we go. The wrap up of the top 5 $50 to $60 headsets right here. Some awesome headsets, but we're missing something right here. There we go. That's better. Now we can go on. But anyways, these headsets, again, all of them, I really love. And I feel like we have a diverse range right here from different features and benefits and everything. And that's what I want you to do. Again, all these headsets, even though this was at number 5, that's not saying this is a piece of trash compared to this. It's a great headset, and it's packing a punch, you know what I mean? So again, that's what I want you to do, is go off and kind of compare and think about each thing of each of these headsets and what's going to suit you right. Do you want that amped up sound? Do you want it to be a little tighter? Do you have a small head? That's going to do it for you, you know what I mean? If you want it like this and you want that higher range, more detail, that's what you're going to get right here. If you want in between, you got the Razor. And that's what I really love about this right here. We have a diverse range from build to comfort to sound, and all of these are stinking awesome, and I personally would use any of these myself. So anyways, please let me know down in the comments which one you picked up, or which one you use, or which one you want to get right there. I'm really curious to hear out of this whole wrap up which one you like the best out of it there and why. Again, just so I can learn from you guys as well. But please also, if you have a different headset around 50 to 60 bucks, maybe something that's consistently on sale, right? Because there's some other headsets I had in mind, Arctis 3, for example, right? I wanted to keep in here, but they're hard to find on sale. Like we talked, the Corsair, I can always find it for 50 bucks, you know what I mean? And then all these other ones, they're right around 50 to 60 bucks constantly. Again, the Arctis 3, I couldn't find on sale consistently. You know, they do go on sale, but it was kind of hard to find, so that's why I didn't include those. But please, if you have another recommendation, another headset around this range, please let me know, because I personally would want to try it myself. But anyways, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this roundup of these headsets right here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I helped you out a little bit. Again, if you were still curious about some cheaper headsets, I believe the other one I should probably mark as like a $40 headset now. Make sure you check out last year's version of it, the $50 headsets, because I still highly recommend every single headset that's in that video. And again, you can get them for probably around 30 to 40 bucks these days. So I'll plug that one right at the end right here. If you want something a little bit cheaper even, check those out. Those are great. But right here, I feel like we got some absolute winners. And again, I hope I helped you out with this comparison, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. Hey, I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.